Hey, Tom here, FlipAnything USA. So it's kind of a late night for me. But somebody wanted me to review this, and I haven't seen this yet. But this is Ben Mallah's son, Vincent. And apparently he's taken on the hotel management of one of Ben's $35 million hotels. And I think it'll be interesting. In the thumbnail you see, I referenced silver spoons and the hazards of anticipated wealth. That's actually what I was going to do a video on tonight until I saw this, and I'm curious about this too. They're really kind of unrelated, but it could be a little bit related. You know, when you've made a lot of money, I'll give you an example. A buddy of mine, he actually was fortunate enough. He started something really cool back in the '80s and actually '90s, and he made about 5 million a year for about 3 straight years, and then I mean he just burned himself out in that time. But he sold the company for like five, probably maybe 5 times that, because sometimes you get 5 times earnings of 1 year. Anyways, he made a pile of money early, and he had a couple kids, and anyways, but he had kind of a tremendous amount of wealth at in his early 30s, and he was concerned about setting the kids up and that sort of thing, his own life, how long he'd last, and what he did was he went to places to set up a trust for the kids and that sort of thing, and he said, hey, what's the biggest problems you see among wealthy families? And they two different outlets said, they said anticipated wealth. Nothing ruins a kid more than anticipated wealth. And this is no reflection on Vincent, by the way. I think Ben has done an absolutely beautiful job with his family. You have these milestones where your kids grow up, they graduate, then they go to graduate high school. That's a milestone. Then they go to college, if they go to college. And then when they graduate college, and then after that, then they get placed in a good job. It's just a tremendous relief to a parent. But those are milestones. And Ben is actually seeing a lot of those great milestones. He's got his kids, he's got them around him. My kids aren't really interested in real estate yet. My boys are interested in stocks, and my girls just graduated college and they're into their careers. But I envy him for that he's got his kids around him, and I don't think he's going to have any of those issues with this anticipated wealth. But it ruins him. In fact, you guys, somebody just mentioned the Menendez brothers. Geez, those guys, they couldn't even wait. They couldn't wait. But anyways, so we'll get this started, and we can talk about it. Be sure to chat, and anything you want to bring up. It's the best thing I ever did. All right. So we'll go ahead and get this started. And if you just got here, I've been buying and selling real estate since I was 19 years old. That's 41 years now, and made a pile of money doing it. And I share my experiences. And so this is of interest, and let's check it out.
And I help my dad manage his $300 million real estate portfolio. The craziest property I'm helping him manage is our hotel in Fort Lauderdale. So we're here today, leaving Clearwater, going to Fort Lauderdale to check on the hotel, make sure everything's okay. My dad said, oh, just take the plane, don't worry about it. So pretty sure I set up another plane, but I think when my name comes up in the system, I'm only allowed to ride this one. What happened? This is not a private plane anymore. Who are these guys? When I booked this flight, I was the only person on the flight, and then my dad must have booked other people on the flight to even it out or something.
You might want to wait until we get up, because it's hot up there. So.
Oh shit! Wait, turn the AC on now. Oh, so the AC doesn't even turn on until you get up in the sky. This is all I get. Fuck, man.
What a fantastic lifestyle. I got to tell you, I been fortunate enough, in my jujitsu, I roll with some real gentlemen, and there's young lawyers in there that kind of born with a silver spoon in their mouths, but man, they were raised right. it's really not about the wealth you come from. It's raising them right. And some of the guys I roll with are just absolutely fantastic gentlemen. And they're born into wealth, but they were they were raised right, and total gentlemen. And I get the same impression from Ben's kids. He's done it right.
It's fucking hot in here. Holy shit, I feel like I just got put in a fucking washing machine. I haven't sweated this much since I was in court. Every time my dad buys a property out of the area, I always gotta live there. I gotta move there, start over fresh. I feel like I'm in the army, just doing tours everywhere. I did a tour in Daytona, did a tour in Orlando. This hotel we bought in 2018. We almost sold it in 2019, but couldn't come to terms, which was obviously a big mistake. Then COVID hit. We were this close to shutting down, and we fired everybody in 2020. Literally fired everybody. 100 people got fired from the hotel, but it was terrible. His decision was not to shut down, to just fight through it, and we're gonna do it in a couple months, which he was right. And then in 2021, fucking hired 100 people back. First thing we got to do is just drive around the parking lot, make sure everything looks nice and neat, and landscapers are here doing their thing once a week. I love it. I mean, I love having hotels with double bedrooms, suites, and patios. It's literally an apartment complex. All right. Thing is, when you pull up to your property and everybody knows you're the boss, they start coming up to you, asking you questions, telling you what happened last week, telling you what happened this week. Write it all down.
Well, I tell you what, he's getting his education quick. That's really great. Hey, you guys said the volume's down a little bit. I pushed it up as high as I can. Hope that takes care of it. This is really cool. This is really cool. This good-looking kid and always behaves well. And like I say, I'm envious that Ben's got his kids all around him, working with him. Hopefully someday I'll be there. But for now it's not happening. But it's neat. He already sounds like a businessman. It's exactly what happens. People run up to you. You're gonna hear about the problems, what happened, what's good. You're the decision maker. So what a fantastic mentor, right? What a fantastic mentor that Vincent has. He's got his dad. It's the best.
And start knocking out your list. Make lists. It's the only way to get shit done. Who are we gonna mess with first? Landscaper? Let's make sure everything's going on good with the landscaping. There was a project I told him to start last week. I don't think he started it. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I saw you. After a long time, my friend.
You see the shit I gotta deal with? I was just here on Friday. Where were you at on Friday?
I don't know.
Exactly. Everybody wanna say, oh, you're here. Oh, you're here. I see you got another guy.
Sometimes.
I told you, you can't be fucking doing landscaping your whole life. You gotta get other people to help you.
That's my daddy.
I'm trying to help him. I give everybody advice.
That's why I love this guy, you know what I mean?
This guy is falling out of trees. This guy's gotten infections from trees.
So, hotel management is not something I've ever been involved with. I missed a deal one time. It was about a 15 room. Maybe it was 20 rooms. I don't know, 15 or 20 rooms in Hermosa Beach, the Grand View. And, oh, man, what a gold mine that was. I mean, I really didn't get a shot at it, but I heard about it after the fact. But that thing must bring in, God, they're probably getting $350 a day per room, and it sold for about $1 million. So it was an amazing deal. I'm going to speed this up just a little bit, and then we can talk other real estate.
What time you wake up every day to start your business? 4 o'clock in the morning. He came to my house at 7 in the morning.
Here, I want to kind of get to the business aspect of it. Let's get back in here.
First thing I do is usually drop all my stuff off in my office and get ready to walk for the rest of the day. Ooh, I got mail. 258 units, 1989 construction, concrete block, beautiful building. I mean, this building would cost you $50 million to replace just in the construction cost. Hello, everything good? How many arrivals we got left? 24 arrivals, 12 departures.
So that actually reminds me of something I'm going to tell you guys about. Take a look at this building. Now, see inside here, you've got this, this big open area. I had an office building recently. It's a beautiful building, and it's one I really wanted to buy. I had a chance to buy it, a long time ago, and it came back up again. Still a decent deal, but this is the issue. Imagine it just being 4 floors. You're looking at maybe, I don't know, 10 floors here. And you got each of those rooms. You got rooms going around the perimeter, and you got the walkway. So I had a 4-story building, just like this, kind of same layout, but smaller. And the curse was exactly what you're seeing there. You couldn't rent an entire floor. You follow me? In other words, if you could connect the left side to the right side and just fill it, it would have been beautiful. But they chose to make this an office building that laid out more like a hotel building, like a hotel. So in other words, nobody wants to have an office where you got just a trail of offices in a circle, or a C shape. But it was a shame. It was really a bad idea. Whoever built it, actually was somebody they went belly up later on. It was a big tile contractor. But I just want to say, you can have a grand building like this, but the built-in obsolescence just makes it unusable. And that was my biggest issue with it is you couldn't take an entire, it just was impractical to have a floor. You couldn't do it because of the layout. You had this big opening in the middle. So Shelley says volume sounds good. Glad to hear it. And anyways, let's keep watching. I got it sped up just a little bit so we can rip through this.
I mean, this building would cost you $50 million to replace just in the construction cost. Hello, everything good? How many arrivals we got left? 24 arrivals, 12 departures. Brenda. This is where all the brain power comes in. We got Mr. Edlin here. He's our front office manager / look at him, he's security. He goes way above and beyond the front office manager duties. The front desk can't solve the problem. They go to Edlin. Edlin can't solve the problem. He goes to the big boss. That's the GM. That's Brenda. She don't mess around. She either gonna solve your issue, or she gonna kick you out.
Yeah.
Were we sold out?
Oh, social influence.
Okay, great.
And then got the sprinkler company here.
Sprinkler company started, so we're replacing all the sprinkler head. We got quotes for like 200,000, 180,000, 160,000. I mean, it's all real companies with licenses, and it's really about just getting the lowest price. We saved 50 grand at least. 2 guys are doing it. I hate to say it, but those fucking guys are making a shitload of money off of us. 100 grand, 4 weeks.
I can tell you, I got a plumber. Not the current one I use. I got a really good plumber too right now. But I had one previously that was just as good. But man, he was so expensive. I couldn't deal with it. When I would get his bill, it would be the same feeling like when I get a bill from one of my lawyers. It's like that anticipation. Oh shit, how many hours does he have in this time? Anyways, but he did a beautiful job. But like I said, not worth paying that much.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. You're always looking for negative shit. Well, that's AC. What do you mean? We have AC, but shit, she be firing people so much, we had to put a whole nother AC in here. That's how much firing be going on.
That's funny. You see that, what he's got there? If you don't recognize that, this is actually a lifesaver. This is a really good thing to show you here. See this unit right here? This is an air conditioner. And the problem with these, I mean, it's a blessing, because when you have somebody's AC goes out, you want to get them cool. And I mean, you're in the building, you're stuck. So what you do is this parks there, and then see this back here? This is a vent. This is a vent that plugs in the back of this, so it's blowing cool out of this vent. Well, if you don't know how an air conditioner works, it creates a hell of a lot of heat. And, like even the window units, all the heat blows outside. This blows in cool. That's the same thing. Well, this is blowing all the heat into this insulated duct because it's so hot it burns your hands. So they're blowing the heat out. Probably you're not going to see it, but they're probably blowing it up into the ceiling. In other words, they'll cut out the tile and blow it out. But you got to keep people cool. You got to do what you got to do. But anyways, that's a lifesaver for a landlord.
Well, that's AC. What do you mean? We have AC, but shit, she be firing people so much, we had to put a whole nother AC in here. That's how much firing be going on in here. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl's one of my favorites. She has been through thick and thin with us. She's been through everything. And this lady actually brings in the most money on the whole property because she books all the banquets. This is our banquet director, our sales director, banquet director. She does like 3 different jobs. Vacuuming too. A sales director could bring in $10 million a year if you have the right person. A sales director could fill up a hotel by themselves. That's like probably one of the most important positions in a hotel besides the GM. And then the F&B director who takes care of all your hotel. You need a lot of great people for a hotel. This is just extra stuff. So at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, there's no maintenance guy at any hotel after midnight. Unless it's like a huge resort, like something crazy Disney or something. But if you want something, get whatever you want. Rafal, you need this for sure. I know you need this. You 100% Rafal. I didn't want to say nothing, but
So that's kind of nice. Basically, they've got this grab rack, just out of sight of the front desk. So you come in there and you find out you forgot your toothbrush or your toothpaste, you need some shampoo or you need some more soap, or they kind of got it on the ready for the people at the front. And that's customer service. Treat your tenants like customers. You'll keep them forever.
you can have this on. I didn't want to, towels, so you don't have to call a housekeeper, because at midnight, there is a person in housekeeping doing the laundry, washing, everything at night. You don't want to bother them for everything. Running over here. You know how much fucking walking that is for housekeeping and housemen and all that? It helps efficiency. It's like my dad always says, this is a major business. You need a lot of people. There's a lot of moving parts. Food, front desk, reservations, banquets, maintenance, groups. I got my cousin with me videotaping. This is our laundry room. This is where all of our laundry is done in-house. As soon as we came in 2018, all brand new machines, dryers, washers, and then these ladies pretty much keep the whole hotel running without sheets. You can't rent no fucking room. No one can sleep. This is non-stop. And the way they fold it, they iron it, they hang it, they work together. You got the housemen helping. The housemen run up and down the stairs. It's just a big craziness. So we have to make sure we have enough sheets. So that's when they come to me and say, oh, we need more sheets, more pillows. Pretty much I just take all their issues and solve them. All the machines together, I think we paid like $100 grand. Baby is crawling. I just recently had my first baby. And wow, talk about a lot of work. Let's just say I'm happy to go to work, because my home is not quiet no more. And what happened? As soon as we had the baby, I don't get taken care of no more. I used to be, dinner was ready, this and that. Now your dinner's just in the fridge already. Like, oh, go get it. She's like, why did you stop at McDonald's on the way home? I'm like, oh, we got some more stuff coming in. Make sure it doesn't go missing. You remember what happened last time? It was in your car. She said she needed new pillows at home. This one's still giving you problems, huh? Has anybody been out here or no? I'm scheduling them to come out, all right? Hopefully they come out.
This is really interesting. This is really a nice video they put together. You're seeing. I mean, this is a big hotel. 250 units, I think it is. So he's right. Just think about all the everything you got to deal with. I mean, it's nice that you have it all to deal with in one spot, but you got all these customers counting on you. You got a restaurant, you got room service. You got to keep people busy. You got to, the help. And, but yeah, you got elevators, you got all kinds of stuff to maintain, and really any good hotel, they got, like I say, they got a lot of staff, but you can see, the numbers on that. In fact, maybe we'll crunch the numbers afterwards, but I think 35 million, what is it? What's it say? 250? What's that come out? I'm not sure the exact count there on the hotels, but sounds like about, I don't know, over 100,000 a unit anyways.
This is what the landscaper was bitching about. When you put too much chlorine in the fountain, it starts killing all the fucking plants and shit. So you gotta regulate that. I think this one can take like 214 on this side and 214 on that side. You could have thousands of people here legally, as long as you open a couple doors. The biggest event here was 1,000 people. We're adding in new light. We have to do new ceiling tiles. Getting all this done. They want all.
Hey, does anybody know how far Fort Lauderdale is from Clearwater?
Square ones out, and they want, this is the new style right here. James here, this is our head engineer, and he pretty much makes sure that everything is maintained in a proper fashion. Highly skilled, as you can see, he rebuilds ACs. I've seen him rebuild a fucking alarm clock to save us some money. You got a minute? No? See, that's what I like to hear. Is that your wife?
No.
But anything major I need to worry about? I mean, I'm here all week for you, so.
Yes, Tony.
You know,
One thing, I'm still looking for the pump, the booster pump.
The booster pump, you can't find it anywhere?
No, see, mechanical told me that they are looking for.
And if that pump doesn't work, that means we have no pressure.
Exactly.
No water pressure in the hotel if that pump goes out. It's leaking and giving us some little issues, so we're looking to replace it. So he's been to like 5 different pump places looking for it. But all right, so I'll put that on the list. That other big issue I know we gotta get some more quotes on. You want to see what a head engineer's office looks like at a hotel? I guarantee it looks just like this. You need another one?
You know, yeah, we have 6 of them. Not good.
6 of them aren't good.
Yes.
Be careful what you buy on Amazon, because obviously the shit is brand new. Worked for at least a week or 2, and now it doesn't work.
The problem is the sensor. The sensor is not good.
Another issue that we're dealing with Renovations is the fire alarms, strobes, and everything. When you pull the screen down,
I tell you what, that's an important man he's got working for him there. That's somebody that's real versatile, that can fix just probably about anything on the fly. Super important. Hey, if you like if you like this commentary, let me know. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't normally do stuff on like this exactly, but I tell you what, this is really an interesting video. It's nice to see the inside workings of a hotel this size, and Vincent's really turning into really Ben 2.0, right? Just like Ben Jr. So it's really cool that they've got such a fantastic mentor, and they're doing what they do. The reason I was wondering about Fort Lauderdale is actually I may do a seminar. We actually may do a get together with I've got a mentorship. By the way, if you're new here, I have a mentorship, and I'll take a quick little peek, and you can see we've had some real great success in there. But we're looking for a place, a place. I don't want to go to Vegas. We talked about actually doing it in maybe in Clearwater, and I thought maybe we'll rent one of Ben's places. And one of the questions I had is if Ben had a banquet room, which Brandon was asking about, but that's where you could have a, for lack of a better, like a convention meeting, which was what we were going to do for my members, and but also do seminars and that sort of thing, which I plan on possibly doing some seminars here pretty soon. I've been having a lot of requests for that, but we'll be right back.
Stop and listen. Time is on a mission to eliminate all the snake oil and the fake gurus that fake y'all. He'll show you how to build an empire, starting with nothing but a desire. All you really need is a good mentor, not a used car bullshit. With time, you'll learn to crush it. Investing like Warren Buffett. With real estate, you cannot procrastinate. Everyone who hesitates is left at the starting gate. Hey, yo, so don't delay and join today. The mentorship and flip anything. USA, go.
All right, let's get it rolling again.
It blocks a fucking fire stroke. So how is anybody gonna see it? Just stuff like that. It's like every little detail you have to have right and perfect. So they're changing the lights, they're changing the ceiling tiles. That's about it. We replaced the carpet. We gotta repaint every track. So and there's gonna be how you gonna put wallpaper on top of texture? No way. Fucking brand new carpet. Everything's gonna get dusty. That takes a little job and turns it into. That's why new construction is easier than renovating because everything is planned properly, and
Yeah, there's good and bad with both. But like I said, he even said that we're going to repaint the ceiling. I'm actually raising an acoustic ceiling right now, raising it 24 inches. Stucco, he talked. That's like a light knockdown finish. We had to go smooth, so we're smearing the walls and covering them with plaster or mud, and like I said, it's a mess. But you got to do it.
if we had to do that, we wouldn't have new carpet in here. We just fucking blow through it. But these guys will be able to do it. So for the last year and a half, we've been gutting and remodeling 258 bathrooms. So I've been dealing with the same contractor I've been fighting with for years.
Can't bullshit, David. I was running some control, we should be moving like this right now, okay? That's the way you should. You would act like you're doing shit, but you ain't doing what the fuck I would be doing if I was your age.
He still can't get shit right. Where you at? Oh, you're at the landfill. So what's going on with these rooms?
I'm gonna get to it today. I'll see the things I got one more load.
All right. Well, I need you to do some other stuff too. So get your people started on, finishing up the wallpaper on the rooms.
It's only me and my dad.
Where's the other guys at?
They're all in Ben's house.
Little Ben's house is more important than the hotel? I can't wait to tell my dad that.
What? What does that mean? Come on, it's your regular life super hard.
Well, what the fuck? I got 12 to 13 rooms with no wallpaper. That was David. He did all of the bathrooms with me. But he's got people working at Little Ben's house. He had a guy staying in here. And this is how he returns it to me. I mean, that's not even supposed to be like that. You can't have a king bed and a fucking double bed next to each other.
Yeah, Brandon said, when you're reconstructing, when you're remodeling, it's nice when you get to just build new because you just build it, right? You got to tear everything else and then rebuild it. So it's almost twice the work to remodel. Yeah, the benefit of that's the reconstruction. Like you said, you can go, nail up fresh drywall. It's already, it's going to be easy to skim coat sand and, you can texture it or wallpaper, whatever you're going to do. Where with that stuff that they got, either scrape it off is what he said. I think they'd probably just smear coat it and just fill it. But that's what he's talking about, Brandon.
2 double beds.
Oh, and thanks, Richard. 4 hours, Clearwater to Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, that's no good, no bueno.
On king bed. What kind of bullshit is that? After we've given you $1 million worth of work, return rooms to me before with soap, toilet paper, like literally ready for a guest to walk in. You leave us the last 5 rooms like this. It's just like people need to think like that. Last little extra step will get you the next job. And if you work in a hotel, shut off all the lights, put the AC on the right temperature. Don't be fucking just wasting energy and stuff. I mean, this hotel's electric bill is like $30,000 a month. So keep up.
So I'll tell you something neat about conserving energy. Whenever I've been to Taiwan, China, and some other countries, and what they all had in common is when you walked in the door, you'd drop your hotel key into a slot, and that would basically light the room up. In other words, there was no power in that room available to you unless your key card was sitting in the slot. So it would just pick it up, it would know you're there, and it would turn on lights, allow the AC to come on. But when you pulled it out, the AC would go off and the lights would go out, except for maybe one light. So it was a good way to, it was really a smart way to conserve.
All the lights off. We tell all the housekeepers, the maintenance guys, everybody, turn off the lights. You're saving energy, you're saving us money, and that's only a quarter of a day. Got so much more shit I gotta check here, but I gotta go to Lantana to check on the apartment complex because that one's in contract to sell. So I gotta triple check and make sure everything's going good with that because next week or in a week or two it's gonna be sold. Hey, if you have any questions with real estate, if you own real estate, if you own a duplex, if you own a small hotel or Airbnb, talk to my dad. Do a consult with Ben or a yelling with Ben. I mean, I do consult with Ben every day. I talk to him. He's always giving me advice, even when I don't want it. You want to see what we're doing? Keep up with us. Subscribe, like, send it to your grandma. Make sure you comment. I do read all the comments. And some of you guys are just nasty people. We're almost at 500,000 subscribers. I want my video to be the video that gets them over 500,000. Okay?
That was a great job. That was a very informative video. Anyways, hey, it's late. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. It was kind of fun to roll through that. Like I said, I didn't really plan on doing a review on this at first, but glad I did. It was really a good job, Ben. Good job, Vincent. It looks like Vincent's really got it together. He's, like I said, he's going to be Ben 2.0. Anyways, thanks for watching, and it's getting time for bed. See ya.